Hey guys, this is a quick 439th tutorial on how to download Lingor using either 6updater or if you don't have 6updater using Armaholic. If you have any problems during the course of this video on the way that I'm going to show you how to download Lingor and Lingor Units, because that's important, then just go ahead and PM me or message me in the forums or message me on here. Just get in contact with me, let me know what's wrong, and I will help you out. So the first thing we're going to do is you can get to this site here through the link in the description. Or you can, actually, I might not even put this particular site in. I might just go straight to the Armaholic. But this links you to the Armaholic site for Lingor Island, and then puts you to Lingor V 1.4. So I might as well just put this link in the description. This is using non-6 updater because the 6 updater version is a little bit more, I don't know, it's complex, but it's more effective in my opinion. If you can, I highly recommend using 6 updater right here. It's extremely helpful, not only for Lingor, but for using Acre and Ace as well. Because you'll need to use Ace and eventually Acre as well as Lingor Island and Lingor Units, and 6 updater makes that whole process easier. But if you go to this link in the description, which is Lingor Island, it'll take you to this site here on Armaholic. You'll see at the top it should say Lingor Island by Icebreaker. You scroll all the way down, you'll come to download from FTP1 Lingor Island, and you'll see this little icon here. That's 7-zip. You'll need either 7-zip or WinRAR, and all you need to do to get those, I might even put a link in the description for those, but basically just Google WinRAR, WinRAR, download, or WinRAR free, and it should take you to a soft32.com, and those guys are well trusted. I've used those links for a long time. Secured and free download. It's perfectly legal. Don't worry about it. It's, they allow you to download that for free. And you can go to 7-zip, and it should bring you to another soft 32. And once again, they're perfectly safe. They're perfectly legal. I advocate for them. I will say that you can get viruses from anywhere on the internet. So if you don't have internet security, that's kind of your fault. But I will advocate for them. It's just as safe as YouTube, so they're very, very good. Now, after you've downloaded those, I believe I have 7-zip here somewhere. I actually need to look it up on my computer. So 7-zip. There it is. This is what 7-zip is. You might not see all this crap, but simply having 7-zip, you don't need to use it for anything, just so long as you have that application on your computer or a WinRAR. It's preferred to have both. Now that you have that, you will use that for a long time with modding or updating mods or adding mods to Arma 2. And possibly Arma 3 when it comes out. But moving on from that, those are just all around good to have, and you'll need those to download things from Armaholic, and it opens up an entire new world for adding mods. So, sorry for wasting your time there, but now that we have that, all we need to do is simply click on download from FTP number 1. My Armaholic, or my internet browser and my web root doesn't really allow me to download things very quickly from this, but eventually, after 2 or 3 minutes, for me anyway, it should come up with a little pop-up that says, at the bottom, I'm using Google Chrome, so it might be different from you. Simply save it to your desktop or whatever, or open it with 7-zip or WinRAR, and you will get a similar thing to what popped up on my screen there. If I go to WinRAR, you'll get something like this, and no thanks. You'll get something like this that pops up, and in this case I have all my other stuff that I've downloaded, but you'll get a 7-zip in this case, or a WinRAR if you're using something different that looks exactly like that, and you'll simply follow the route. Here in a minute I'll have to show you, because oh hell with it, I'll just cut it out until it gets there, because my computer takes forever. Okay, well, it took way too long. It took about like 5 minutes, and it still didn't have anything. So here I'm going to use a download that I already have, which is at Clafgan. For you, it will look a lot different. It should say at Lingor or at Lingor Island or whatever. If it doesn't have that at symbol in front of it, there's a problem. You're going to want to rename, right click and rename at and whatever you want it to be at. And then you'll go into your mod description. There's another video on YouTube that should be able to help you out with using Steam for that. But depending on where you open it up with, of course, it would look similar to, if I go to Operation Arrowhead, you'd go to Properties, you'd set launch options, and you would put at, in this case, CLAFGHAN, at Clafgan, and you would do this mod for every mod that you had enabled, like Ace, Lingor, Lingor Units, Acre, all that stuff. There's tons of other videos on how to do that. But that's for a different time. In this case, using 7-zip at the top, as you can see, we would click Extract. You would go to your computer, if I can find it. There it is. In my case, it's Windows C. This is wherever you have your Operation Arrowhead stored now. You go to your Program Files, scroll down until you find Steam, and then you're going to want to find Steam Apps. I'm going quick, but I'll go back to it, don't worry. Common, and then Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead, and then you want to highlight Operation Arrowhead. You don't want to click on any of these things within, because that will put your mod folder in a different spot. Here you can see I have Ace, I have Acre, I've got at BRG Africa, I've got my CBAs, I've got all this different stuff in here. You're going to want to click on Operation Arrowhead there. Now the whole root, once again, I'll go slow now. Computer, your Windows C, Program Files x86, scroll down a ways, and you should find Steam. For me, it's just below Skype. Everything here is in alphabetical order, so you'll find Steam. Go to Steam Apps, then Common, and then find Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. Now, if you didn't download it through Steam, this route might be different for you. I'm not entirely sure what it would be. But here, you would just click Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead, and then you'd click OK. For me, I'm not about to install Clafgan again. I'll do that another time for myself. But that's how it's done. Sorry, I was checking my videos to make sure I was actually doing good there. And the same thing goes for Lingor Units. You'd go to, here I've got Armaholic, Lingor Units. This also going to be in the description. And once again, it's Lingor Units by Icebreaker. Scroll all the way down. You would click on that link and do it again. And it's done the same way. And then to enable it, like I said, if you were opening through Steam, which I personally don't recommend, I have issues with Steam all the time, you would simply go into your properties, like I showed before, right-click, properties, set launch options, and then -mod equals at, and then whatever, or -mod equals, whatever your thing is. So for me, this one was at GLT JAS-39, which is an aircraft that I was testing out a little while ago. But that's how you would enable the mod. You'd have to do that for every single mod, though. That's one reason I don't like Steam. Now we're going to go into my personally favorite, the 6 updater, which unfortunately isn't supported anymore. I believe there's some ways that you can still download this. If you're somebody who's already got 6 updater, you're in luck. If you're doing play with 6, I'd have to do an entirely different tutorial, and I'm not entirely sure if I'd be able to use play with 6 effectively. So this is for people who have 6 updater. If you can find a way to get 6 updater, then bravo. Please let me know, because I'd like that to be public for people in the group. But basically, the way we use 6 updater, it's a wonderful, wonderful tool, because they have something called presets, which basically allows you to hook up a whole bunch of mods into a group, and then start that particular group, and then hook up a whole bunch of mods into another group, and then start that group. So here we've got, you see my preset here has Ace, Ace X, Ace X RU, and all the other Ace combinations from there to there. I've got BRG Africa, all my CBA stuff, and then all my Lingor stuff underneath it. It breaks it up into these little sections. I'm not sure if it does that in Armaholic, in the Armaholic link. If it does, then you might need to look for each and every single one of these individual ones, which might be a pain. But for this particular instance, all you need to do, click on mods, type in at Lingor, Lingor, and you'll come up with these two links, at Lingor and at Lingor Units, and it will tell you to download all of these little tiny stuff like CHN Crocodile, CSJ Snake, all that different stuff. And just download Lingor and Lingor Units. And then what you're going to want to do is, once you have both of those things downloaded, right-click New Preset. And then you're going to want all the mods that you have. So for you, it should be at ACE. And then you're going to want to put all of these things. In my case, you don't need PLA. PLA, I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, but it's obviously not the same version as everything else, so I avoided downloading it. And it didn't download on its own anyhow. So you'd basically just right-click on everything that you wanted. Make sure your preset is bold. And click Add to Preset. And that new preset that I just created now has ACE and all the CBA stuff. If you don't have CBA, it means community-based add-ons. You can look up at CBA in 6 Updater as well, or even on Armaholic, and download CBA, CBA2, and CBA OA. Those three are very important for running ACE anyway, and if you downloaded ACE through 6 Launcher, then you have all these things, so don't worry about that. It's just that if you use 6 Updater, you want to make sure that that gets put in there, which my ACE did automatically when I added ACE to presets. But all you need to do now is go to at Lingor, right-click and add a preset, Lingor Units, and here you see Lingor Units and IBR Civilians added itself, add a preset for regular Lingor, and all this other stuff added itself on its own. So now all you need to do is just make sure that your ACE is all there. You'll see the stuff that's in your preset is marked as gray. Simply add some of this crap to your preset, and you're golden. Quick as that, and make sure that even your ACEX RU is in there. Make sure that everything is grayed out, and you should see now it's the same as my other preset, which I've always been using. Here I now have that selected. I'm going to go down to the new one that I just made to show that it works. You should have all of your ACE stuff. You should have all your CBA stuff, and a bunch of this little piddly crap that comes with Lingor. And then you should go to update, right-click, go to Updater Actions, and launch the game. And you've just completed the entire process. That's everything that you need to play Lingor and ACE. Now, if we were running Acre, whoa, that jumped me there. If you were playing Acre, you would go to mods. Since it's kicking me out because it's trying to start that up, I might not have time. But you just type at ACRE. You right-click and add a preset. I already have Acre installed, so this is how you install Acre, for the record. And there's other things that come into it. Acre is an entirely different tutorial. If I haven't made, you can click over here in the top right, and that will be your link to Acre. I'm still in the process of making that right now, though, so I can't tell you when it's going to be up. But now that now that we are here, let's stop this crappy music for a moment.
Cannot fire.
There we are. Okay, so we've just started through 6 Updater. Had a couple issues with my recording there, so I had to start a new video. But now you'll see at the top right, we've got Arma 2 at BRG Africa, at IBR Plants, and all my other different mods. We've got the CBA, then we have ACE and ACEX. I do not have my Acre enabled on this particular one, which you can still do through 6 Updater or through Steam at any point in time. What you'll want to do is go to expansions down here and make sure that everything's enabled. If it's not, just click on it and make sure that you can select it, enable. Make sure everything's highlighted green, basically. That's important to do. After that's taken care of, you've made sure that all your stuff is enabled. You can go to single player editor. You should see Lingor v1.4, or depending what version it is at the time that you watch this video. It should still be 1.4 for those of you who are watching it when it first comes out. Then once you've gone to play, you should make sure when you're in game, set a player up and then check your ACE interaction menu, which for those of you who are new to ACE is your right Windows key or your option key that's right next to it. Here I'm just going to set a regular Acre Scout, or ACR, Army of Czech Republic Scout, sorry. So, Lingor, as an introduction, is a jungle-based island. It's actually extremely fun and refreshing to play on a different spot. Let's make sure it actually loads here real quick. There we are. Welcome to Lingor, and my frame rate's crappy because I'm running fraps, which I don't usually do on full settings. But yeah, that's why my frame rate's low. There we are, much faster. And here we are. Now we check our ace interaction. There it is. Welcome to Lingor. You've just successfully downloaded the entire map and everything you need. Have fun exploring it. Get used to the area. Check out the scenery. This place is really, really cool. So I hope this helps you out, guys. If you have any problems, any questions, any errors that show up, or anything that you're confused about, let me know, and I'd be happy to help you. Just as a side note, there's a lot of really cool Easter eggs and different things in Lingor that you might want to go check around. Look it up, man. This place is actually really, really cool. Map makers did an incredible job on it. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this helps you guys out quite a bit on how to download Lingor. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the battlefield. So see you later.